please. Hello. Hey, got it. All right, cool.
Hello, hello. There we go. Alright, cool. For some reason, my freaking audio thing swapped out, and now I got my audio working. I hope so. I gotta pull up this video real quick, or the stream, to see if I can actually hear my voice in it. Oh, okay, there we go. Alright, audio is now working. That's all that matters. I am going to turn down the game volume a little bit because I know it might get annoying for some of you guys. I don't really like it that much too. But yeah, hopefully we can get all this stuff squared away on this stream, and the next stream is not going to be too bad. But how are y'all doing? I missed all of you guys. Y'all doing good? Hope you are. I didn't realize that I already cleared this side. That's okay. So, since it decided to skip since my audio didn't want to work from earlier, I guess I will go ahead and say it again. Um, we're just gonna be farming for some energies for Labyrinth, because I don't have a whole lot of energies farmed up. Um, and then we'll run a couple, and then hopefully by that time we'll have a ton of energies saved up. But for the meantime, we're just gonna be farming, trying to get some energies farmed up, so we can do that. But yeah, nothing too crazy right now. Just farming a little bit of indigo, trying to get those energies, and then we'll go ahead and. Why is this chest not opening? There we go. Playing PC feels so weird again. I really dislike the spiders. If y'all watch my 20 stack video, you'd hear how fed up I was with that. The spiders just get on my last nerve. Because that little push ability just sends me off the edge, let me tell you. It is not that fun. I hate it. It's one of those things where they just push you back and it messes up an entire push, and then it's like, oh, well, what's the point anymore? But yeah, we'll do that, and this, and that. Again, hope y'all are doing good. Everybody that's here, and you know, if you guys want to see something, just shoot it in the comments. Let me know. It'd be funny if I could actually just like run the map like a normal fucking person, but you can see that the spiders just push you back, and it just messes up the entire thing. Like, I would pull out my speed set, but they're just gonna push me backwards. It's not even worth. I'll just run it slow for the energy, because at least I know I'll get the energy from the drops instead of running at Mach speed. Give me energies. How I died, I don't know. I promise I'm not this bad. This is actually my first time ever playing Arcane Legends, if you guys didn't know. Okay, I don't know why this chest never opens, but oh well. see what I mean? Spiders just push you back. Just ruins everything. Oh, I'm getting tossed around like a ragdoll right now. Hold up, let me lock in. I guess I could have swapped my gold set there, but what can you do? Pressing everything but the right button. So stand here, wait for those guys to come through. I need a better source of energy farming. I don't like how slow it takes to farm this sometimes. Like, I'll probably only get like 4 per run right now, if that, half the time. Is that actually going to open this time? Oh my gosh, look at that. We might just be better. Bro, these spiders, bro. Let me tell you. Worst enemy right here. Y'all notice how my blood already didn't even proc one time while I was in there either? What would you recommend to me to get gold? So, if you don't have gold gear, it's one of those things where, I mean, yeah, you're not going to get a whole lot of gold off of the bosses, but if you don't have gold gear, but you do have a budget of, do you have a budget of gold or no? That'll be my first question. Like, do you have a budget of how much gold you can spend on stuff? What's up, Arcane Legends? Because not having a gold loot set, but I'm farming because I like farming. All right, I don't want to. I don't want to hear it. All right, I get that question a lot. Oh, you got a gold name. Why are you farming? Or you got everything in the game. You don't need it. I'm trying to farm APSs. That's like the main reason why I still farm. Okay. What level are you? You have 6 mil. Are you level 86 or? There's still stuff in this game that I want to buy, Arcane Legends. Okay. Yeah, because it's one of those things where, okay, level 86, 3 mil. Honestly, if you don't have SB yet, I would recommend getting SB. It don't really, SB doesn't really matter what class you are, really, because, yeah, SB is going to be where you're going to get most of your stuff from. Them damn spiders, bro, let me tell you. Worst enemy right here. But, yeah, so I'd recommend getting your set of SB, at least for the Cosmic Killer portion. And then once you have that, I would probably say try to focus on getting a gold loot set. I wouldn't recommend, here, I'll show you. I wouldn't recommend getting a fully awakened Ava set. But you can get the Avarice set, which is normally fairly cheap. It's like, I mean, don't get me wrong, they're still, a couple million a piece. But I would recommend getting yourself an Avarice set, because if you get the Avarice set and then you go to the 3 out of 3 equip, you get 200% gold loot. So I'd recommend trying to get this at least, and you don't have to focus on awakes unless you want to, because if you focus on awakes, you can see here it obviously gets a little bit more expensive. This is probably like 90% gold, 80% gold loot. You're getting 35 mil. So yeah, you'll need to just get an Avarice set. If you already have your SB, just save up for it. Get the cheap ones, and then it should carry you to get enough gold to the point where you can start spending gold on other stuff. But yeah. No, I don't. I don't need a blood amulet. I'm pretty good with what I got now. I got. I mean, it's just a regular blood amulet, but I got 25% elite damage, so I'm not really too focused on a. I'm not really too focused on getting like an OP blood speed set. It's not really me. I don't really need it. I think with what I got, I'm perfectly fine because I got a flamethrower set already, so there's not really a point for me to get another speed set, if that makes sense. I'm not all about running the maps super fast. I mean, I run them fast enough to where it's comfortable for me, and I don't really care. Okay, why is this not proccing? There it is. Maybe one day I'll get into leaderboard running and I'll get like an OP blood set, because we're not gonna get a new arcane set for a while. So blood's gonna be where it's at for probably the next year or so. But right now, my flamethrower set's pretty fine. I don't need anything else. Okay, if I get stuck here one more time. You guys seen that, right? Like, I got, like, perma-stunned in a spot for, like, 15 seconds. Holy, my phone is blowing up right now. Hold up. Alright, I don't know why it's blowing up. I got a good amount so far. It's not too bad. I mean, it's not the worst pace I've ever seen. Okay, I mean, that's cool too. It's like, dude, fighting these spiders was like, has me fighting for my life right now. I'm still getting used to all these buttons again. Haven't played PC in like 3 months. Yeah, no, guys, I've been thinking about potentially bringing the streams over to Twitch. and YouTube at the same time, let me know how you guys would think about that. Because I don't know. I guess just the more platforms to potentially grow. But yeah, streaming on Twitch, and I do have a TikTok. I know I was posting a lot of YouTube Shorts and stuff, but potentially bringing the instead of YouTube Shorts, do all my Arcane Legends Shorts on TikTok, and then streams for do the streams for Twitch, and then YouTube for the videos. Let me know what you guys think about that. I don't know. I might keep. Jeez, I can't kill all the enemies apparently. Unless you guys like seeing the streams on YouTube, we can keep it like that. I don't mind it. But yeah. Plat Egg's good for merch. Right now, no. I would not even recommend buying them if you were planning on merching them. Because they're not going to go above, they're not going to go past 2 to 2.5 mil. Because the Plat Eggs, when you were able to get them during the event, they were selling at like 800 mil a piece. 800 mil a piece isn't too bad. And then but you were able to buy them at you were able to buy them at about 800K when they dropped, and now they're up to 2 mil, but I don't see them going past anything over 2.5. But buying right now, I wouldn't, unless you can find somebody that's selling them for like 1 to 1.5. But even then, like, just getting a couple mil off of, or you're really only trading like a mil or 500K off of one farm or one egg, if that makes sense. So I don't really think it'd be the best thing to merch. But yeah, they're not really worth buying to sell because Trigun saying, you only get like it's a well-known thing that you're probably only going to get about 2 plat out of each thing. They say they can give you more, but everybody already knows you're not going to be getting you're not going to be getting fucking more than 2 plat off an egg. I opened during the event. I pulled probably around 200 plat eggs. Opened up every single one of them because I didn't worry because I knew that it was going to take forever for their prices to go up. But I opened up 200 plat eggs, only got 400 plat from them. So they're not really even good to open either. So I don't even recommend buying them. It's one of those things where it's too much of a hassle to get them or sell them and then do all that. I sold a couple of them. I sold probably about 68 mil worth of them because I sold about 68 of them just right away. But sold them all for about a mil a piece, which wasn't too bad. But that was only if you were playing the actual egg event. If you didn't play the egg event, I wouldn't even recommend buying them. That's just my 2 cents. No, so like I said, if you bought them for around 800K a piece and you sell them now, you're going to be making a good amount of profit. But if you were to buy the eggs now, like it's not worth to buy plat eggs off anybody. It's not worth. Yeah, see, look, like 2025 plat eggs right now, they were at 2 mil, but they dropped down to 1.5. Like they're not they're not something that you should they're not something that you should invest in, if that makes sense, right now, because they're not like 1.5K or 1.5 mil per egg. They're not really that good. And then these ones, like they give you plat too. These ones, if you have 2023 ones, 2023 ones are where it's at, because you can get all that extra shit. But the 2025 plat eggs, you're not getting anything. I just don't recommend buying them. If you have them, sure, you could sell them now, but, you know, it's one of those things where you need to wait for... I'd at least hold on to them until they hit about 2 mil to sell. Or at least until you can make a full 1 mil profit sell off of it, if that makes sense. Other than that, they were cool when they dropped and when you could get them for free, but now it's like, I wouldn't even mess with them. I didn't grab these guys in the front because I died. Why did I go all the way back? Oh, I tabbed out of the game. That was bad. Oops. Tabbed out of a lot of stuff. Alright, there we go. Oh, I got the wrong pet on. Y'all can see the amount of damage difference that you get when you have the wrong pet on versus... like my speed pet versus my thing. Dude, my phone is just... Okay, hold up. I'm sorry, guys. Let me mute this group chat. More... Mute for an hour, at least. Alright, cool. Items that are good for merching. I'm not really much of a mercher, so I wouldn't know. I would say really just anything that you know is selling cheap that you can sell for more, then do that. But I mean, there's not really a whole lot of stuff in the game that's like that. You kind of got to know what you're selling, you know. But then again, I'm not the right person to ask for that. I'm not going to claim to know what I'm talking about when it comes to merching. But yeah, I've been thinking about trying to get into it to kind of figure out the prices and shit like that for everything, but it's just too much. There's too much that goes into merching, and then that's on top of, like, if you buy something in bulk and then you go to sell it, what if the market crashes? Then you're out, so much money. And that's the thing that sucks about merching. The only time I would say to, like, buy something off, like, and then try to merch it is when you're doing the, what's it called? Like, if you're buying off somebody that's, like, selling something fast, that needs to sell something fast, and they're just selling it for dirt cheap, yeah, go for it. But I mean, me personally, I'm not big into buying stuff cheap and then trying to sell it later. Like, one that was really big for a while was Star Beast. Like, Star Beast was really big into the, into the merching thing, but now Star Beast is so, like, everybody has Star Beast, and now you can't really merch it anymore because it's just super cheap no matter what. Like, I'm at the point where I had a ton of Star Beast at one point, but all the weapons were only selling for like a mil to 2 mil a piece. Like, there's not really a point in selling them if they're that cheap. Because farming a mill, at least in my situation, like if I go to farm a mill, it's going to take me, 6 runs ahead of, and I got a mill, but it's too much of a headache to farm or try to just sell that, or like negotiate with somebody, be like, oh, let me buy all these for 2.5 mil, or something like that. And it's just like, nah, I'm good. I will say though, one thing that I have noticed, actually, it might be a little harder to get your hands on. Might be a little bit harder to get your hands on, but like badges. Badges, you know, they don't seem like they would sell for that much, but some badges do sell for a lot. So if you're like, because like these Scourge Portal badges, like if you find somebody that's selling these, um, obviously like all like the season crates and shit like that, like once you open up a set amount, you get your badges. If you find somebody that's selling a ton of these, like right off rip for dirt cheap, and by dirt cheap I mean like 10, 15 mil a piece, you could flip them for a good buck. Like right now, I'm holding on to, because obviously, you know, there's going to be a lot. Like these are all crate ones, and you can see that they're not really selling for a whole lot. But if you hold, they're more of like a longer investment type deal. You can buy them for dirt. Try to buy them for like 10, 15 mil max. I would say 20 mil. But even then, I wouldn't even mass buy batches at 20 mil. But hold on to them, and they're one of those things where you're gonna have to hold on to them for a while, because once they're all out of market, because if you guys don't know, these badges that you get from the crates, like locked crates, they don't come back in game. So once all of these have been grabbed and bought up and used up, you could sell them for like I've seen some of them go for like 100 to 200 mil, just off badges. And I think a good example of one would be the Claw Mark badge. So the Claw Mark badge, I can't remember which crates they got released in, but they got released in one of the crates, and it was only for like 3 days. So not a lot of people got them. But the people that did get them, I seen them selling in auction the other day for literally like 180 mil. And it's like you just get that out of pot, like, you know, like if you can find somebody that's selling them for cheap, those would probably be a good, like a better investment. But yeah, it's just one of those things where you got to keep an eye on the market. I'm not much of a guy to keep my eye on the market 24/7 to try to figure out what items to and not to buy. So, but I definitely do have a lot of stuff that I'm holding on to. I do have a lot of stuff that I'm holding on to, waiting to sell at the moment too. I don't know why I popped my boss ability, but okay. Why do these guys just run straight back to the beginning? Kind of annoys me. Okay, I don't know why any of these guys aren't dying, but I'm also trying to get that I need that like 100 mil farmed, or like the 1 bill gold farmed, and that APS is just giving me the worst, time ever, because you gotta farm, like you gotta farm so much. I'm trying to get my 5k Hedo kills farm too. Like if we go to, oh wait, no, I guess it would be adventuring. All the way at the end. 1 second, guys. Hey guys, I do know I'm muted. I'm sorry. I got a phone call. Let me finish this phone call up. I'll just keep running for you guys, but I'm gonna finish this phone call up. Alright, sorry about that. I had to take a phone call. Alright, so. Dude, I suck at running Indigo. I am like the worst Indigo runner when it comes to like these fast people that do it. Like, look at that. I think it's because my sets are more focused towards boss damage than they are actually like elite damage and stuff like that. So I feel like if I had more elite damage, oh yeah. And some of these boxes don't ever want to open. I ran a couple of labyrinths the other day, and I'll be honest, I missed one mob, and having to run the entire map again, that was so bad. Like, I'm not gonna lie, running Labyrinth ain't for the weeks, that's for sure. The freaking, you miss one mob and you have to rerun the entire freaking map. It just ain't it. I also don't know about you guys, but these blood daggers have been just beautiful. Ever since I got them, I can't stop using these things. And then I've also like just completely went out with using a damage set. So there's only There's only a couple sets that I actually like use in game now. Like I have this damage set right here, which puts me out at it puts me out at 5,000 like 130 dex, but I don't even use it anymore because it's like I think it has to do with the blood set bonus, but you could see that when I use my blood daggers, my stats obviously drop like an insane amount when I'm just using full blood. But I think with the set bonus, it just makes it so much better because you get like so much more extra like just base like damage and like critical hit damage and stuff like that, and it's just super nice. So I think that's why. Because I've also tried procking. Like I'll show you on this next run. Do I have a thing for it? I think it's this one. I don't think this is the right set, but whatever. I'll put that there. And then, I know these aren't going to stack, but this is the only SB amulet that I have. But, we'll go ahead and do this. I'll save it in there. Alright, cool. So I'll show you, like, even procking, because, like, I mean, I can already, like, basically one proc the boss, but, like, sometimes, like, even with just the regular, like, damage and stuff, why did these mobs, like, not aggro at all? It's so annoying sometimes. Like, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stand away from the boss, proc the full blood, and then I'll go in with the damage set, and I'll show you what the damage looks like, and then I'll do the same thing with just the blood. Alright, so I'm gonna let everything cool down, and then I'll show you. I guess I could show you guys on Hydra, but we'll try it on here real quick. So I'll just shoot him, and then I'll proc blood, and then I'll stand here. Like, you can see that, like, it does do damage, like, don't get me wrong. But let's go, oops, let's go here. So, like, this is just straight blood. It was a bad proc because the necklace didn't hit him, but, like, you can see that. And then, if I remap, and then I go do the damage set, it's like, watch me get a good proc with the freaking, with the blood this time around. Oh, shit. I pressed the wrong button. Let's go back. Let's go back. Oh. Like, you can see, like, even with the damage set, it's really not that crazy. But, like, if you hit a good proc with this, that wasn't a good proc either. But that's fine. Oh well, we'll go back to this. So, but now I don't even mess with damage sets anymore. Using the damage sets is, it is what it is. Who cares? Okay, why am I just dying immediately? Dude, this is probably the worst Indigo run I've ever done in my life. I promise I don't normally suck this bad. I don't know why. It's like, I think it's just because I'm on PC now. I'm not used to playing PC anymore. after going like a full 2 months just on my phone. I'm also confused on where all my damage is going. Like, you're telling me I can't kill this simple little enemy with 1 dash?
Nope.
That scared the shit out of me, bro. Who's in the call? Blag, what's up? Oh, so you're just not gonna talk?
No.
Or you? Nah, you're lagging. Oh, that's why, bro. I was doing leaderboard. I was like, bro, why is this taking so long? It's because I was a leaderboard run. Let me turn that off. Dude, I'm just farming. Indigo for energy. Huh?
Farming this. Yeah.
Yeah. I need energy.
Okay, fuck off.
Damn, I just used the fact that this was a leaderboard run on Indigo for my excuse on running this bad, and then I did this run. That is crazy. I might be a lost cause. I mean, I could just play Warrior and call it a day, but, you know. You know, the reason why we're not running the event is because I have no energy. Jesus. If this is gonna not click, I'm just gonna stop using my mouse. Ugh. Bro, I just missed like 5 enemies back there. I hope the gate still opens. I can't remember how many enemies you have to kill for the gate to open, but we're about to find out. Hey, the gate's still open. Alright, I think I give it like 4 more runs. We'll do 3 runs on the thing, on the event. We'll see how long it takes me to run the damn Labyrinth. Dude, I am like getting messed up in Indigo right now. I wish you could farm essence in freaking Cursewood. That'd be so nice. Like, that's where I'd be at 24/7. But then again, I feel like that would break like the essence grind, because then everybody would be there. And then it would be like, oh, well, why does this guy have so much more score than me? Well, it's because they already have 3x mob spawns unlocked in Cursewood. Yeah, I figured that wasn't gonna open. I seen how much enemies I missed back here. Die. should throw out my gold loot pet. Be getting close to damn near 17 or 70k off the boss. Alright, let's see how many energies we have. 24. Alright, cool. I think that's good enough. Why do they take a... Dude, I hate how they take an hour to freaking craft. That's so annoying. An hour to craft on the freaking energies is like, dude. Let's zoom me in. And we go through the fire. We don't die. Nobody's safe. Okay, why are you going all the way over here? I want to go down here. Ah! Oh, look at that. I received the title, guys. Oh, dude. Jesus. I might die here. Nah, we don't die. We're so much better. We're so much better than the million skeletons they got posted up in this damn place. Oh, my ping's pretty... My ping's pretty bad right now. I'm not gonna lie. I'll pull it up in a second. I think it's in game 1, right? Oh yeah, display ping. There it is. We're at about a whopping 208 right now. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not the greatest. I really dislike how you have to kill every single enemy in the Labyrinth. It just makes for a not so fun time. Dude, this map is just way too big. I don't know why I dashed through there. Yeah, I'm not running all the way back there. Oh, this is the boss. Look at that. I went down the wrong way. Nah, you want some OP rogues, dude? There's so many OP rogues out there. Way more OP than me. Book it across backwards. Don't even gotta look. Oh! Almost died. I think this is the last set of enemies right here. Yeah, look at that. And we get speed. Oh, don't scare me. No! I don't even know if it's, like, worth to kill all the enemies in here for the points. Like, if you're running leaderboard, I don't know if it's, like, worth to do all that stuff. I'm not sure. Whatever. Let's get a Valley Crate, because I don't think I have many of those. What does the drop? What does he drop for boss loot? I didn't even look at it, but oh well. Let's pull all these guys over here. I don't even know if that sped up the process of killing those guys, but, you know. Oh well. It'd be cool if we could get them to, like, if they walk through their own traps, if they would take damage there. But I don't think that that's the case. Oh shit. Come over here. Or are you just gonna... Alright, fine, I'll come to you. I'll probably be coming back through here anyways, so I don't really care about clearing all of them. Watch me say that, forget about them, and then just completely lose where those guys were at. Then I gotta rehunt the entire map. Some subtle foreshadowing. Okay. Okay. Bro, this shit is so annoying. Alright, we'll just go back from the beginning. Oh, oh, fire. Fire. Oh, spikes. Oh, I'm dead. No, I'm not. What? Okay. Damn! Oh my god, I'm getting hit with everything. Holy. I just got wombo comboed by everything in the damn labyrinth. These maps are just so big. See, I didn't really run it last year, but holy. It's just non-stop lines of mobs for 20 minutes for one run. Oh, that's cool. Apparently I missed a freaking area. You know what? Just kill me. Because it's probably at the beginning. Okay. Aha. Someone let me know if it's even worth to open these chests. I don't know if it is. Kill him with the gold loot set. Now this maze is definitely... This is way more rough than freaking running anything else. Like, look at how big this map is. Like, throw me into Molosseum. I'll go run that shit. I'd rather run that over this. I don't even know if bro drops anything. I think he does, but I don't think it's anything crazy. Oh, I see that coming from a mile away. Oh, good thing I came back. Well, even SB carries through here. Alright, which way's the right way to go? We're going this way. Oh my god, I just dashed through that fucking fire twice and didn't die. Okay, it looks like I turned the wrong way. That's cool. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back for these guys. Oh, and I ran into that guy. Oh, I'm dead. No, I'm not. Okay, I'm glad to know that he didn't want to die. Okay. Yo, this place is no joke. Okay, I don't even know where I'm at. Did I take a wrong turn? Oh, I gotta go straight. Just zip through here real quick. Alright, we gotta go back here. Yeah, this event is no joke. This shit's giving me a run for my money. I can only imagine what it's like fucking not even having the gear for this shit. Okay, that's the boss. I'm just gonna pop that there. He should die to that. Like, is it worth opening these chests? Do I get any? I didn't even look at the freaking forum stuff, so I don't even know if it's gonna be good. Like, good to open that stuff. Hey guys, look, we got one. Where's it at? Where's it at? Oh, there it is. I mean, you would think with all of that stuff procced and then swapping to a freaking speed set would kill them, but no. Oh, I'm dead. No, I'm not. Somehow. Okay. You could die too. I mean, if you want to, though. Like, you don't have to die, but you can if you want to. Oh, dude, that scares you. Alright, I don't want to go that way yet. Like, I'm sorry, but those big-ass skeletons don't need to have that much HP. Weave. Weave. Catch me if you can. Coming back for you. Damn, my mobbing skills are horrible. Holy. You know, I think that was the first time I ran it without missing a corner. Not bad. I'll take it. Y'all want to see a one-tap? Die. Oh, I'm using my SB set. Oh, well. Alright, I think we're out of energy now. We are indeed out of energy. Which means back to indigo. Let me know if you guys would like to see some other class play too. I have all my other classes are built, but they're not. Well, I mean, I guess warrior doesn't have to be as built as my rogue because it's just a warrior, but my mage isn't like crazy, but still pretty good. I can run any of those characters too if you guys want to see me run those instead of just rogue. You want to see my awakes? Do you want to see all of them, or do you just want to see like anything in specific? Because my awakes on my rogue are pretty. A lot of time and effort was put into awakening this stuff. Because I can show you what my damage is. So like, what I'm using to like kill the bosses mainly is this set, which is my blood set, and my damage is at 52,000. But if I put on my damage set, I don't use this set anymore, but like my damage set's at 111. Okay, so for my weapon that I awake, it's Bloodstar daggers. So these are my awake that I got on it. Ascendant, so I can't trade it. So this awake was crazy because I had like 10 arcane awakes, and I put 6 into my blood daggers and got this. I was freaking out when I got that. It was beautiful. And then for my armor, I have 8% dex on my rogue. I awakened this one as well off red awakes, but that took a lot of red awakes. And then my helmet, I don't use this helmet. I don't know why that one's on, but this is the helmet that I use for my blood set, which is 7%. So that's all I use for that. But all my other awakes and all my other stuff is like elite damage and stuff like that. The only reason why my chest plate and stuff are so high is because I use those towards my damage set, my armor and helmet. But everything else is elite damage and boss damage. Yeah, I got a ton of corrupted. I do have a ton of corrupted jewels, but the only reason why I have a lot of corrupted jewels is because when they drop that stuff to make them, I crafted up a ton of them. So I got 3 here and then 2 here. But if we go to my SB set, I have 3 more here and 3 more here. So that's I do got a lot of corrupted jewels, but a lot of them were crafted up. I didn't actually buy them, if that makes sense. And then, which one is better, Dex Awakes or Elite Damage / Boss Damage? Again, it depends on what you want to do. So, Elite Damage just increases your overall, like, Elite Zone damage that you're going to be running. So, if you have high Elite damage, you're going to basically be able to run Elite maps super easy, right? If you have, high Dex, or just high base stat in general, it is going to help you run like non-elite maps better. Like, granted, you still get an insane increase in your stats. Let me show you. So this one is more focused towards boss damage because this was my like 20 stack curse set that I was using trying to get the 20 stacks done. But if you go to my damage set, like you can see I have a high amount of dexterity on this, right? But I don't use it on elite maps because this is more focused towards boss damage and dex percent it awakes. So you can see dex awakes, dex awakes, dex awakes. Like all of this stuff has like dex awakes, and I'll show you my chakrams too. Like my chakrams, you know, everything's dex awakes, right? But the kicker is if you're running an elite zone and you have what's it called? Elite damage. Like if you just go straight elite damage awakes, you would be able to run a zone faster than me with an elite damage set that's like super high. So I would say like 200 plus elite damage. You could run the map faster than me if that makes sense. You'd be able to kill bosses faster than me too if I was using this set. But I like to use this set right here because if I show you, like I got these are boss damage things, but I do have elite damage, and then this should be elite damage as well with a little bit of speed. This should be elite damage as well with a little bit of speed, and then this one right here is elite damage as well, and then this helmet I just used the percentage based one for the increase in stats, but I could use this one that I have. So this one I crafted, or this one I awakened myself, and then put the jewels on it. And then this one right here I had to buy out of auction, which put a freaking hole in my pocket for sure. This helmet did, but I put the jewels on it myself. 17% dex. How much it cost? It didn't cost me anything except elite awakes, which I used elite awakes to get it. I probably put about 100 or so elite weights into it, which is a lot. But I got that on it. That was my first ever like ascendant item that I awakened, and I got that on it. And then honestly, it's not as crazy as this one because crit damage is better than base on weapons. The crit damage awake is better than off the top of my head, and I wouldn't quote me on it, but I think it's better than about 10 to 11% base stat. So for your weapons, you want to really get crit damage instead of like you know, percentage based. Like you can see, I got crit damage, but I also have percentage based awakes on my blood bow, which is nice. But yeah, you would want to get crit damage on your weapons. Is that removal from event? So the corrupted jewels, you were only able to craft them during, I think it was the siege event. I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm pretty sure it was the siege event that you were able to craft the corrupteds from, because you could open up like jewel crates and then get like a guaranteed recipe for it, which is 3 flawlesses in that recipe, and you could craft them. But a lot of people were opening them up, so you could have bought them out of auction and then did it. But yeah, it got removed out with the event, which sucks. Uh, Labby's so trash. Drop rate so low. Yeah, so I haven't even ran the lab event that much. I mean, we just got done running a little bit, but I ran out of energies. But yeah, I didn't figure that the drop rate was going to be low on the lab event. It's just one of those things. Like my drop rate is so low when it comes to like trying to get stuff off of bosses. Like I don't be pulling anything from the bosses like that. And when I do, it's always like the least expensive item, which sucks. Like when they had that spider event, or I can't remember, the one that had that Venom title. I didn't end up getting the Venom title. I ran like 3,000 plus times, and then my buddy also ran another 3,000. So we had about 6,000 runs, and we were like on and off using double boss loot elixirs through it. And you're telling me that out of those that many runs, I couldn't get a title? Like it doesn't make sense. I don't like how low the drop rates are in this game, but because I shouldn't have to run something that many times just to get the item. But I can't complain with it though, because I was getting all the other stuff, which allowed me to like at least get some profit. Like I was getting a bunch of the I was getting a bunch of like the spider halo recipes, and I was selling those for like 25 mil a piece, which was super nice. Um, but yeah, no, I wasn't really like running it to try to make a profit. I was just trying to run it to get that title, and you know, 3,000 runs, you would hope to get a title. No, I didn't get it, so it was a sad day. Yeah, they must have adjusted the drop rates, because I've seen a lot of people that um ran the event probably like 10, 15 times, and they were getting like the end. Like there was a guy in our guild at one point, he ran the event probably like 25 times, and within the first 7 runs he pulled the Venom title, and then another like 10 runs later he pulled a freaking another Venom title. And I think it has to do with the drop rates being chopped. Because how am I going to run something like 3,000 times, and then him run something 27 times and sell those he sold each title for like 800 mil a piece too, which is crazy to think. So that guy made like 200 bill in like fucking 20 minutes, or 2 bill. I think it has a lot to do with like the accounts too. Like I feel like each account has like their own things that they're good at getting. Some are good at getting drop rates, some are good at getting crate pulls, some are good at getting awakes. But yeah, just I think it really depends on the account, because my account sucks with drop rates, but as soon as I open up a lock crate, it's like I just get everything that I need, which is nice, but still kind of annoying. I wish I missed, or I wish I got the Hedo run, because Hedo was open last night, but I was not. I was not here. see how slow I am right now? I'm like a snail. Let's see if we can get the one tap without the Cosmic Killer buff. I want to see if that's doable. No pet Cosmic Killer. Let's see. Oh, I can. I guess there's no reason for that wind up anymore. Yeah, the game. Yeah, it is pretty tough. I know when I came back, I at least had access to my email in the game, so I still had my. Because my original character that I started on was mage, but what kind of like killed it was when I hit a certain point in the game, I got stuck. So I got stuck at I think it was Glintstone. I got stuck at Glintstone. I didn't know how to progress, but that was when I was like super new to the game. And the I basically stopped playing from there. But then when I re-got the game and started playing again, I was playing my mage for a little bit, and then finally got it past Glintstone, and then the I basically got annoyed because I was like, I'm tired of running mage, and then so I started over and got a rogue, kitted out, and then see, why do these guys de-aggro so fast? That's like so annoying. But yeah, no, then I started a rogue, and yeah, it was rough starting from a new character again. Because you have to do all of those missions again, and it just takes so long. But, I mean, that's what I kind of like about it. There's like a grind aspect to it. And like, honestly, the way that I was leveling up, and it's a little bit of an unconventional way, but like, obviously you got like the every 5 levels you get a set of gear for your specific class, right? But the basically what I would do is I would just every time I like hit like five, 6, 7 levels or whatever, like hit a certain level, I basically go into the auction and then I'd like search by level. So if I was like level 50, I'd be like minimum level, or if I was level 50, yeah, I'd be like minimum level 50, and then I'd do like maximum level 55, and then I would search it, and basically like anything that was like somewhat like purple items, I'd be like, oh shoot, well hey, this is level 55 and it's super cheap. I'll just buy this, and then I'd buy this, and it would basically carry me through instead of using like the crappy gear you get from the crates, you know. So that was my way of leveling up or getting past the gear. Like, granted, these are a little bit more expensive, right? Because it's the high end stuff. But if you could find stuff that are on level with you that aren't from those crates, going through them levels is a lot easier. But you're gonna be broke for a majority of your lower level time if that's what you're doing. Which, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, damn. Yeah, they crack down on a lot of people, but I heard a lot of people got banned for no reason, so I don't, it sucks, yeah, but I mean, getting the fresh start wasn't too bad though, because when I got the fresh start, it was like, dude, flamethrower is still 500,000 to 1 mil. Yeah, no, dude, the flame, like any speed set in general, ramped up in price now, like because everybody wants to run fast. So if you want to get if you want to get any of that gear now, oh yeah, you're dropping an arm and a leg for it. But yeah, I heard it was super cheap because I took a real big break from the game for a while. I'd say like 3 years or so. So when I came back, there was a lot of new stuff to it too. But yeah, no, it was from what I heard, it was way cheaper than what it is now, which sucks. But it also sucks because the majority of the flame force daggers. Oh, I thought you were talking about the flamethrower set. That's my bad, but yeah, no. The only reason everything's so expensive in this game though is because the freaking auction is ran by the player base. So if there's something that's not an auction, you could literally just put something in there for whatever price you want and just call it a day. And then it also depends on how rare the items are. But then again, it's like if there's over like a couple thousand of that specific item, I don't see why I have to pay over 10 mil for the item. But then again, you could say that for the higher end items like blood gear and stuff, but it should also go based off of how powerful some items are. Like some of these things that are in auction for a set amount of money, they're not even that good. But people will sell them for 200 mil plus, and it's like, Jesus, like, I'm not buying that. I am not buying that at all. It's kind of hard to come back to the game. Yeah, it yeah, it sucks. I've always had like a gripe on how the market's been like manipulated by specific players. Because there's also if you think about it too, there's a lot of like higher like well known people in the game that will they'll basically use their influence to manipulate prices on things, and it's annoying when they do that because then it's like, well, I wanted this piece, why do I got to pay this much for it? So yeah, the arcane yeah, Sapford is a good example. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, Sap is one of the best pets in the game, but at the same time, like, there's so many of them. Like, why are they so expensive? Like, I would say, like, even if it was like re-released or whatever, I would say me personally, I would think a good price for Arcanite Sap would be like 30 mil. I think that's a good price, but the price that it's at now, yeah, definitely overpriced for sure. And I'm stunned. I'm probably gonna die here. Yep. I guess we'll just run back over there. I'm not about to waste another onk. Yeah. And it's just because everybody wants to get a little taste in gold, but once everything gets overpriced and you start selling shit for overpriced, it's like, well, I'll sell this for a super, like a lot, and then hope I'll get, something in return, but you'll sell that for a lot, and then everything else goes up, and you're like, well, I can't even buy anything still. It sucks, but, yeah, we got to deal with it. It's the day and age that we're in. Like, I'm not even for manipulating prices. Like, I'll just freaking sell stuff. I always sell my stuff under auction price half the time whenever I freaking sell stuff. Because, like, I don't see why, somebody needs 1 billion in the bank. And I'm real big on if I have gold, I'm going to spend my gold. But I don't want to spend 300 mil plus on a vanity item that don't even look that good. But it's just because everybody's greedy in game, so, not much we could do about it now, but. Yeah, can they increase the drop rate of. Can we increase the drop rate of Essence so I don't have to do this that much? It takes so long. Yeah, vanities are super expensive. Like, there's a lot of vanities that I want to get, but it's like they're just so expensive. Like, if we take a look, I guess there's none for weapons, but yeah, like Monarch Warhelm. I mean, it doesn't even look. I mean, it looks nice, right? It looks nice, but why do I gotta pay fucking 300 mil plus for it? Or like Verdant. Okay, I had a conversation with one of my buddies the other day. Verdant Scourge. There was so much potential with this vanity that got released. Like they could have added more lines. Like I think it looks plain. Like there's not really that much going on with it, right? But you could add more lines, more green, whatever, make it look nicer. I think the helmet is ugly as crap on all sets. I don't even think the helm looks that good. But why do I gotta pay damn near 300 mil for it? You know, it don't even look that good, right? And like, there's some stuff in auction that I think are worth what they're selling them for, but again, they're not. You know, like this Frostfire Halo. Sure, it looks cool, does all these cool little things, right? Why is it 265 mil? Or Rogue Spectral Halo. I want one of these so bad for my. I want a Spectral Halo so bad for one of my sets, but I'm not spending this much money for it. Right. So, yeah, I mean, it's auction. You know, there's not really much you can do about it because it's all player based, anyways. Like 250 gold loot. I mean, meh. Are you gonna grind that? Are you gonna grind that money back? Like 30 mil. No, double. Yeah, dude, it's crazy. It's like this game, this game inflates. Like inflation happens when the world inflates as well. Yo, what's going on, Nasser? How you doing? I'll wait for this stuff to cool down real quick. I think one thing for price wise, Arcane Awakes, crazy, bro. They were selling for almost 3 mil the other day. They were selling. Nah, I think they were selling for 3 mil actually. So they were selling at like 2.9 something. But 3 mil for one Arcane Awake is crazy. Like the most I've ever seen them was like 2 mil, and then this year for some reason it's like, jeez, bro, that's so expensive. Yeah, dude, I'm not gonna lie. Here, I'll kill this boss real quick, and we'll go to warrior. All right, I don't care for those chests. So we'll go here. So for SB on the warrior, honestly, the best weapon you can get is going to be the shield. I don't even think the chain's nice. I mean, if you don't have blood, get the SB shield and then get the SB sword or chain sword because it does the most damage. So you would use this as proc, and then you would swap to the SB chain sword and use the SB chain sword to do your damage. But yeah, no, the regular sword isn't that good. Well, I don't think they have a regular sword. I think it's just the hammer. Let me check. You see, I got a lot of SB stuff. So I got the chain sword, and then I think see they just got the hammer. I don't use the hammer at all, so it's not like I don't think it's that good. But yeah, we'll go ahead and do this. Oh, I forgot it. Hold up. I gotta redo all my hot bars again. I don't know why it does this, but it does. Dun 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 dun. You and then I don't have the gold set, so we're gonna put the Rusk sword there, I guess. Speed, pets, really got anything for that. Guess we'll just put that there. Hold up. Oh. What about blood? Which is better, chain or sword? It would be the chain sword is definitely way better than the regular sword. But the best one is obviously the shield. But the shield's super expensive right now, so I wouldn't even recommend trying to buy it right now. Because you can get, like, you can see Bloodstar Shield 600 mil for it, right? But if you go down, like, you can obviously see that, you know, this stuff is cheap. Like, under 100 mil, like, that's crazy. You're getting some for 83 mil. Well, 79, it's still going. Geez, how far down did the price drop? Nah, that's crazy. I didn't think I didn't think blood for warrior would go down that far. But yeah, no, honestly, Bloodstar Blade is not that good compared to the Blood Chainsword. So I just get the Blood Chainsword, honestly. The combo would be SB and Kraken, right? Well, it depends on what you're building. So if you don't have enough for blood, then yeah, I would say do SB then Kraken. But what I normally do is I'll do SB, right? I'll hit him with with this sword attack right here, so I can get the Cosmic Killer buff, and then I'll swap to my blood set, right? Just full blood, whatever, and then hit it with this and just stay on this set. But now warrior, you can see that my warrior doesn't have like better awakes than my rogue, and I also don't have any jewels on this yet because jewels are going to be super expensive, right? But you guys seen how fast I was killing Hydra with it. I'll show you how fast I kill Hydra with my warrior. It's crazy. Oh, down here. So like obviously he has his abilities and stuff, but like that was a bad proc cycle, and you can see that I'm still killing it just as fast. Like warrior's like he's so easy to use. He's just one of those things where you get high elite damage on this guy, dude. You could take anything. I don't even think it's that hard with the freaking SB set. Like I'm working on doing the 20 stack with warrior for SB right now. Well, 18, but I'll show you this. So this is literally just his straight SB. I'm gonna do 20 stack with no pet. I don't think it matters. This. Take out that. Don't use that. That, and that. So this is 20, right? So I don't got a pet. I don't got nothing. But if I come in here and just like look at that. Like I'm not even like really trying. I mean, I'm gonna die here, but yeah, it's warrior's really OP. I do that with rogue, and I'm probably dying right away. It's just you can't. It's not that easy to do with rogue. And then mage is a different story. Mage just fucking he just sucks. I mean, he's good for bossing, like as a support character. Mage is super good as a support character. But dude, he's like I don't think I've ever had like the worst time trying to like do a character than the mage. Because I'm not gonna lie, he wasn't even like he's not viable in my opinion, at least now, unless you have the freaking what's it called? Like the blood staff and stuff. And that's why I don't really play mage, but I'll show you. So I have my mage, which is yeah, the SB for mage is dookie. I'm not even gonna lie. So literally have SB. I don't even have it fully awakened because I don't like. I really do not like playing mage. So, but you got all that, and then he literally wasn't even good. Like my mage wasn't good until I at least got. Even with full blood, I was using the blood rifle. I didn't even have the freaking blood orb. I was using the blood rifle, and the blood rifle sucks, dude. And then the orb, it's slightly better, but it's a single target item, so you're not going to be killing multiple items or enemies, so you can't really mob with it. You kind of can if you have the blood already, and like a real fast speed, right? But this blood staff, as soon as I got the blood staff, dude, is goated. Like you can see, these ain't even good awakes. And I'll show you why. Why does it delete all of my sets? Oh my gosh. This, 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 and I don't even have the boss ability yet. If you guys want a way to hate your life in this game, go do. You don't even got to do the 20 stack with mage, because I don't even think it's possible right now. But get your SB, go over to Berlin Bay, go do the curses, and it's possible to do it. It is possible to do it, but I'm having the worst time. Arcane Disarmament. You guys will. It is so bad, dude. Like, I used one of my buddies. So one of my buddies let me use his like OP SB set, like insanely high boss damage, high freaking percentage based awakes on it to run this, right? I even had a freaking leeching stone and everything. Ran through. He doesn't do enough damage to the boss. Like what? I think I had like 100 boss damage. I don't even think you need that much to run this, right? But he did it, and he sucks. I don't know. Mage just is not a fun character. I mean, he's kind of fun if you get him built, but realistically, though, it's so booty. Like, look, I'll show you. I'll speed up here, or I'll try to get here as fast as possible. So literally, all I'm gonna do: pop the shield, pop the curse, pop that, this, and then. Like, I don't have crazy awakened stuff on him either, so it's like one of those things. Hold up. But yeah, it really mages. You need good fucking gear to play mage, and that's I'm just leaving it at that. Yeah, the staff is OP, but you have to have the staff, and it's sad. All right, let's try this. So we'll just go speed set. So I think a meta low-key might just be pop blood and then swap to Rusk. And then honestly, like, once you get that done, swap to your speed set. Oh, nah, even the speed set isn't even that crazy. I think it's because my set is mainly focused towards what's it called? My warrior is more focused towards boss damage. So, hmm. Alright, cool. So we'll try this real quick. So I'll go here, pop, pop, cosmic killer, pet, popped, and then boom. Like, I could kill him just as fast as my rogue, but it's... Yeah, the proc is super short. Yeah, leaderboard rewards are bound now. A lot of people were complaining that people would just stay up 24/7 and run the events basically like not making it fair for other people to get them because they would just run it and then sell it for an insane profit. So they bounded the rewards to your account, so all those people wouldn't be running like that. But there's still people like that do it, but yeah, you can't sell any of your stuff. The only thing you can sell now is the gem or the jewel that you get from it. So, which I think was a good marketing tactic, like, or well, tactic in general. Because I mean, I'm not really. I was annoyed that when I was running the events, it was like, oh, well, this guy doesn't work, you know. This guy doesn't have a job and he's staying up 24/7 on an event that requires no energy to run, and he's just running it 24/7, or at least for like, like he's at least running for like 18 hours a day. And it just made it hard for casual players to get on leaderboards. So I think that was the main thing that they were doing it for. Which I think, is a great idea to do. Because now everybody kind of gets the same rewards, except for, you get top 10, you get the badge, and then you get top 1, and you get the title and badge. You know? And they took vanities out of the leaderboard rewards. Beautiful. But it just, you know, at the state that it's in right now, I mean, I don't mind it. Me personally, I don't mind the, state that the game's in. I think that what they're trying to do is good. It's just going to take some time for people to realize that, this game isn't what it was like 10 years ago, but, a company has to do what they got to do to keep it alive. Dude, the Rusk sword is like so good. I didn't have it for the longest time, and then I bought it a while ago. And then, like, I had some dude trying to, like, buy it from me for, like, 200 mil. And I was like, yeah, that's not happening. I will say, though, what they need to do, uh, at least I would like to see it get put into the game, is at least in the, like, end of the game, like, end tier game. So with, like, the level 91 expansion or whatever that's coming in, like, a couple days, I feel like they should make it to where you can't only get, because I mean, I know it's a big gripe from a lot of the player base that you can only get the new items from locks. Um, but I feel like they should make it to where you can get. I feel like they should make it to where like bosses drop the new arcane items. I mean, even if it's like a low ass drop rate, I feel like you should still be able to get it. Is it better to buy first the SB shield with 3 out of 3 or the speed set? Honestly, I would say SB, just because like if you don't have damage, on your speed set, you're kind of screwed either way. But if you look at it, like look at some of these items, you already get 15% movement speed. So you get 15% movement speed for the belt. You get 15% movement speed for the ring. I think you get 15%. No, not on here. I think it's here. Yeah, 15% movement speed, and you also get 15% movement speed here. You don't get movement speed on these, but you do that, and then you also have even if you have like the full set. Look, armor or 3 out of 3. You get 20% speed stacking. Like, just get SB. Honestly, I wouldn't even if you're more focused, or if you don't have SB and you're debating on whether to get an SB set or a speed set, get an SB set. That's all I say. Yeah, and like Coffee saying, like 6 out of 6 SB with Mass Awakes still works perfectly fine too. So don't focus on trying to get like an incinerary set or something like that and waste your money. Just focus on getting SB, and then honestly awaken it yourself with Blue Awakes, and you could get Speed Awakes pretty easy on it, and you'll be just as fast. Like, look, I mean, this doesn't. I don't have any Speed Awakes on this character, but like, look, I mean, I'm not moving slow. Like, I'm not the fastest, right? But you know, you're not moving at a snail's pace. See, Nasser, that's the whole point. You want things to be cheaper. You don't want things to be super expensive. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's nice having hundreds of millions of gold or billions of gold, but if you think about it though, like the average player is not going to be farming, you know, 200 million gold in a week. If you think about it, just to get 200 mil gold, it could take you up to a month to get, right? And it's like, would you rather spend the time farming a boss, right? And get gold while you're farming the boss, and then get rewarded by getting a potential arcane drop, or would you like to keep it as it is, farm gold hours on end, not looking for an arcane drop, and then having to buy something out of the auction from somebody that opened crates? See, that was like my biggest gripe with the game. Like, don't get me wrong, I open locks, and this is coming from somebody that opens lockets all the time, bro. Like, I would rather you get rid of the locks, or not get rid of them, right? But keep them in the game, but make it to where drop rates with the new arcane items. So, like, let's say, like, for right now, Indigo, right? Indigo is Indigo is a level 86 zone, right? See that up here. I feel like any level 86 zone that you go into should be able to give the chance to drop an arcane item from the boss. And then that would give everybody more incentive to grind. Because not only would you be getting gold, but you could potentially get a blood item off the boss. And I'm not saying make, the blood items drop rate at like, I'm not saying make the drop rates like 5-10%. I'm saying make the drop rates like 0.5%, like low enough to where you can still get it if you run it, right? It might take a while, but low enough to where you can get it, but low enough to where you're not going to be pulling them every 2 seconds, if that makes sense. That's what I would like to see come in a future update. Like, that would be cool. Because then you would stop getting everybody in. Because I think it's like the only thing that I see in chats now is just everybody complaining about how everything's a money grab and all that stuff. Don't get me wrong, it is, because they need to, they need a source of income too, if you guys think about it. Like, STS isn't going to make, STS is not going to be making money off free to play players, right? So why they have stuff in locks makes sense, because they need the money to keep the servers up, and if they don't have the money to keep the servers up, then the game shuts down. So they have the locks in system, and a lot of the stuff is, you got to pay to get this, pay to get this. But put that in the game, I feel like it'd be peak. I feel like it'd be amazing. Because then you also wouldn't be hearing people complain every 2 seconds that, oh, the game's pay to win, all that stuff. Which, in a sense, yes, it is, but, I know plenty of people that are free to play that have full blood gear. It's hard to get it, but it's doable. Damn, die. Holy. I don't even have a gold loot set. There's no reason for me to farm these boxes. Not on this character, at least. I do need a character that's just strictly set up for, like, running maps fast. I can. I gotta go grab one, though. I don't... Are you talking about, like, Blood Chainsword or SB Chainsword? Because if it's SB Chainsword, I gotta go grab one. I don't have one in my inventory right now. Yeah, I could do it with a Bloodshade Sword. Oh, I guess I did have one with the Blood Sword. Oh, well. I guess they're all just gonna blow up over there. Dude, the Rust Sword is just crazy, dude. It's so good for mobbing. You just freaking pull up and it's like, hey, pull everything into it towards you. So I'll do no pet with the Blood Chainsword to show you what it looks like. Like, it's not a bad alternative. Like, the Blood Chainsword, other than the Blood Shield, yeah, Blood Chainsword's like the second best one, and you could use it. A lot of people still use it because it's not a bad weapon at all. And plus the proc, like the big ass laser that comes down from the sky and just rains hell on them, it's pretty nice. But yeah, I mean, if you got the gold for the Blood Shield, I'd probably say get the Blood Shield, honestly. Like, you see how fast I'm running right now? I don't even got a speed set on. Like, this is literally just the items from this. This is just the items from this actual, like, set. I think it's literally a 3 out of 3 SB with blood and blood. 3 out of 3 blood with the Rusk Sword. It's literally all I'm using. And, like, low-key, you get enough speed to do everything. And then on top of that, Warrior's just critting everything, just putting everything in the damn ground. Yeah, I mean, if you really think about it, though, Coffee, 70 mil, as long as you stay consistent on the grind, 70 mil ain't going to be that hard to get. It might take a couple days, but, you know, if you're super, you know, dedicated to the grind, yeah, you'll definitely get it. So, okay, yeah, that's why. So the Rusk Sword gives you 7% movement speed, like base. I think when it do you get anything when it procs? Oh, yeah, see? 50% movement speed when it procs. Yeah. Rust Sword is super good for speed set, honestly. I mean, if you got the Holly set or whatever, I mean, shit. Might not even be that, like, too bad of a combo for a speed set, honestly. Because, like, you full proc this, and then you swap to your speed set. Oh, yeah, you're getting so much. Because I'm trying to see if it has like an actual weapon cooldown or not, but it doesn't look like it has like an actual weapon cooldown, at least for the Rusk Sword. Die. Swing. Wait. Hooah. Hooah. Damn, you're telling me I'm not like missing him every single time? Die. And look at that. 200 damage. I did a whopping 200 damage. How many? Dang, am I really not getting any freaking incense fragments? That's crazy. Yeah, no, that is crazy. Do I have to turn this in to get them? I wonder if that's the case. I wonder if you have to turn in the quest to get the fragments to drop. All right, let's try it now. Bro, what is this? I'm actually getting no essence drops. Oh, there it is. Now I just got some energies. Yeah, that was weird. I think it is the quest. I think you do have to turn the quest in, or the first quest, in order to get the energy drops. Or not. Oh! That makes sense. So you have to complete the freaking thing. Well, that's stupid. I think that is so dumb. Let me kill this boss real quick. That's so weird. I never knew that that was like a... Alright, so now I should be able to craft them. Yep, there they are. Yeah, essences have been a low drop rate. I know the last couple of freaking things, or last couple of events, they weren't too bad, and then now it's like... One of my buddies was running it, and he was pulling like... He was getting like 7 energy a run. They must have lowered it so not many people like... So you have to grind more to get it. But then again, I prefer these freaking... I prefer having to grind energy essences for an event, because that just means that not a lot of people are going to be like going crazy ham on it, and then you can kind of get away with like grinding super slow. So the new mythic, we're probably going to get a new mythic set on drop, but an arcane set we're definitely not going to get for a while. So it's going to be, so if you think about it, it's going to be like Kraken. So when Kraken got released, it was one of those things where it was the mythic set that everybody used, even with SB at 86, because when we hit level 86, they didn't have a arcane set. So yeah, we're not going to see a new arcade set for a while, but we'll definitely see a new mythic set, most likely right away. I wouldn't be surprised if they drop the entire set right away. And if they do, you best know that, I'm going to be getting my grubby little hands on it. That's for sure. And then hopefully I'll be able to review it and stuff before and give you guys kind of an idea on if it's good to get or not. Because, I mean, the last thing I want everybody to do is go buy a set that's not even worth getting. It's just a waste of money. It's also going to be super expensive on release, so I wouldn't even worry about buying it right away, but it might help with running the new maps. But I've also been told that the new maps are most likely going to be elemental maps. So at least as a rogue, I'll be pretty set up because I have the elemental sets. And hopefully I can actually put some use to them because elemental sets right now are freaking useless. They don't do anything. Yeah, Star Beast is going to be like the Zara set, basically. I mean, it's going to happen with every zone, so if you think about it, like every new release on levels, they're just going to... The mythic set before is going to be like the main mythic set used up until the new set gets released. And then once that... I'm just hoping, because right now, at the rate that SB is, like, if you don't have blood, SB and Kraken's probably your guys' like main use, right? But with once you get blood, SB is literally just used as a proc set. You just proc it for the cosmic killer, and then that's it. You don't really use it for anything else. Give me my blood arty proc. Yeah. Oh, I'm dead. I was too lazy to move. I wish I didn't open up my heroic ghostly so I could at least just slap it on this character, but it is what it is. Stop moving, Mom. I hate when he moves. I mean, that honestly depends on you. If you're honestly planning on switching classes, I would recommend swapping to it now just so you can get it leveled up. But because I think level 8 or the new levels drop on the 1st of next month, so at least it'll be a double XP day. But yeah, I mean, if you're wanting to swap, I wouldn't wait, because if you wait too long, then it's gonna be... You might be cooked. It's just one of those things. Oh, don't die. Oh, yeah, I mean, if your warrior's level 86 already, then you're chilling, but... You should be fine. Let me kill this guy real quick. Alright. How many corrupted coins do I have? Sorry. Okay. Can I run with you, Indy? maybe next time, just because I'm probably about to go in about the next 15-20 minutes or so, because I have some friends that I have to go meet up with that I haven't seen in a long time. But I should be live. I should be live tomorrow, so most likely tomorrow though. I'm just gonna be farming more incense. No, I was thinking about when the next Hedo opens. I know Hedo was just open yesterday, but I'm thinking that maybe when the next Hedo opens, we'll do a live stream, and then we'll have basically like a viewer. I'll get you guys in, and we can run a couple, and then swap out groups every once in a while, so everybody gets a chance to get some gold. Or not. Like, could we teleport? I don't see why I gotta press the button 40 times just to teleport. I'm getting stunned a lot in this one. Run. I didn't even get Cosmic Killer there. Dude, I hate how like there's like a buffer time for like the boss and stuff. Like to load up. Like if he's already on the map, why do I gotta like wait for him? Oh. Ah! Like, you see how he just runs away like a little girl? He's like, oh no, don't kill me! Please! Die. And he's dead. This is so fun, mindlessly farming for energy, guys. I love it. I'm about to see how fast I can farm energy on my mage. I don't think I'd be fine. I wish I knew how to one-tap with my warrior. Oh, I'm dead. I'm so dead here. I'm stunned. Oh. Alright, let's see if I can get it going. Hold up. Alright, so we're gonna do this, this, and then we're gonna go here. Nah, it ain't even on a one-tap. I don't know. I got no clue. Here, let's try mage for a little bit. Let's see. If this is slow, if mage is slow, I'm not even gonna bother. And we're on leaderboard. Okay. And I'm in a group. Okay. Okay. I don't want to be in this lobby. There we go. Oh, see, the chain lightning is real nice because it just hits the people behind you that you missed. Although, this guy don't want to die. Die. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. It really isn't as bad as it's not as slow as I thought it was gonna be. Although I am taking a lot of damage. Yeah, that really was not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Let's see how fast we can kill this boss. Die. Oh yeah, that is actually not that bad. Oh yeah, there it is. And then all three of those guys are gonna blow up. And then we'll come back here and just start chain lightning everybody. I feel like Zeus. Oh no, everything turned off. Oh, I'm gonna die. Well, that was a close one. Yeah, really, mage is not that. He's not bad when you got all the stuff for it. Again, I mean, he be booty sometimes, but like you use straight SB, no bueno. Oh, just pop my elbow. Although I feel like this would be really like this setup would be really good, like full blood speed set on mage. Oh yeah, that would definitely be nice. Just being able to walk through and wipe everybody out in like 2 seconds. I think that's what I might do with this mage. I think I might build him to have a speed blood set. So I might just reawaken all my stuff on this and try to get speed. Because right now, I don't think I have... Not even everything's fully awakened, but it's not... Like, my awakes aren't even... Yeah, these ain't even awakened yet. That has a little bit of speed on it. A little bit of speed on it as well. That's good on speed. And that's good on speed. So yeah, really just get speed on these three. And then maybe... Nah, I guess we'd keep the 7%. 7%. Honestly, just getting some speed on these three items would probably be super good, honestly. And then I'd just be able to whip through the maps. I don't even think leveling up this freaking staff would be that hard. I might need like a Javine leeching stone or something on this. And then I feel like it'd go crazy. Or just some type of leech, really. But Javine leeching stones are probably the easiest to get your hands on. Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. Yeah, if you're talking about on an event, that's what I normally do. Running with people, it's freaking... They'll just speed away from you, and then they'll steal all your points. Yeah, and if you're fast enough, it's like it's more worth. It's more worth to definitely what's it called? It's definitely more worth if you're fast enough to run it. Oh, I used the wrong set. Jesus. David, I'm sorry to tell you this, but the only way you're going to be able to make gold is once you get level freaking 86. So you're going to have to hit level 86 before you can start making any good gold. And then the best way to make gold freely is to farm this area that I'm at. Unless Hedo's open, and then you can run with randoms and they can carry you through to get your stuff. Oh, I'm dead here again. Why do I always die up here? It's like so many mobs. Just chain lightning. Chain lightning. Fireball. Fireball. You could play with... You could play on, You could play on PC and move with WASD. I don't know why it's not letting you. Give me 1 second, guys. I have to take a phone call. I might have to leave in a second, but give me like 5 minutes. People though. Yeah, I know. All right, cool. So yeah, like I was saying, guys, I'm gonna have to go here right now. So I will go ahead and end the stream out here. Again, we'll probably be streaming tomorrow, so just keep an eye out for that. Put your notifications on if y'all wanna hop in tomorrow. But yeah, we'll probably be running with viewers. Indigo just to farm essences for the event, and then yeah, I'll probably run some solo events so we can all see how we can see it, and then yeah, we'll chat it up from there. But yeah, hopefully you guys like the enjoy the live stream. I know it's my first one back in like a couple months. Finally got the PC set up back. So we should hopefully be able to get this back out, get live streams and videos pumping out for you guys pretty consistently. But again, if you guys did enjoy the live stream, please like. If you are brand new and you haven't already, subscribe. Only takes 2 seconds. If you guys don't want to do it, that's fine. Or if you do subscribe and you want to unsubscribe, you can. That's also fine. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it again. And yeah, I will catch you all later. Peace.